Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the Note. I've had a situation recently which I have resolved, so this is a bit of a strange video because I'm doing it in retrospect, but I thought the information would be useful for people. So I've had a situation where the front washers work fine. The rear wiper works fine but no wash, which is that action. So I was getting this with no pump. Now I thought maybe there were two pumps, but when I look in the handy dandy service manual, there only looks to be one. So one pump and two pipes. So maybe it's a wiring thing where they reverse the pump and it goes down one line and forward and it goes down the other. Anyway, just to check, I went round to the back of the car and prized off the little nozzle, which I suggest you use something like this, a plastic trim tool. Don't get the screwdriver on it, for God's sake. You'll rip your paint off. It obviously wasn't the nozzle. I pushed a pin in it to clear it. There was definitely no water coming out. So I thought the next thing must be the switch. So I'm going to show you how we take all this cowling off, top and bottom, and get the switch out, and then I'll show you how I managed to fix the problem, and it took me 10 minutes. It turned out to be a real easy fix, and I'll take you through that. So the first thing we need to do is get this stalk out to be able to get to the switch, which is kind of in this area behind. There's a cowl on the top and there's another half underneath where your key goes. Let me see if I can get a better shot of that. So there's a cowling here, and you can already see there's some screw holes in here. There's three altogether. There's the key, and there's like a weird plastic thing around the keyhole, which that literally just pops off. You can take that off before you start. So first thing to do is to take out the three screws. One here, and one here. And these are all just normal Phillips. So I'll take those out, and then we can continue and have a look what's underneath. So doing it for the second time, I'm finding the same thing. The front two, so this one and the one round here, they come out really quickly and they drop out. This one, the screwdriver goes a lot further in. So if I pull the screwdriver in, you'll see what I mean. So the others are like just in the hole like that. This one, it goes all the way in until you get to the screw, and it doesn't matter how many times you turn it. When it's undone, it kind of wants to stay in there. So what you have to do now is these are just clipped together. So on this side you'll see the little gap there, and it is big enough to get the old plastic tool in. So prise that in there and lever this up and it will come away, which is obviously difficult to do one-handed holding a camera. There you go. Once this releases, you can literally just pull this out and put that on top of the dash. And the bottom piece, I've just felt the screw hit me in the leg, and the bottom piece just pulls off as well. And you can see the difference of the third screw, because these two holes are the front ones and this long one is for that third screw. So just put that in the footwell. The screw is on the carpet here, so I'll just rescue that. He says. So now we can see either side. So for this one, this is the switch mechanism, and this white bit on this side is for the lights and the indicators. Now there's a connector on the back here which you don't have to worry about right now. What there is there's a little pressy thing here and another one on the bottom which is exactly the same, which you press in and then that releases, the whole thing will slide out then. Now this is where I've said this and then it won't be easy. Right, I'm pressing them both in, right, and it releases. Now it does push into yet another connector, so this will come out, and in here, well, it's probably easy to show you on the switch. On the switch there is another connector here, look, and that obviously plugs into a connector base which is in where my hand is now, which is in there. And then on the top there is another one with a little push catch there, which I probably won't be able to get out one-handed, but I'll take that off and then I'll come back and show you the switch. Right, so here's the switch mechanism. So in the car it would be like this. So you push backwards to make the washer work. Now on the back side there you can see there's like a little circuit board in there. I did take these 4 screws off. All that gets you access to is a little circuit board with some wires and a few surface mount components, so that's a waste of time. There is a chance that you could get in this side because it is just clipped in. There's like 1, 2 there, 2 here and 2 on this side, clips, where you could prise this top piece off, which would give you access to the mechanism of the switch. I tried that. It's really difficult to get 6 tabs pressed and then get this off. You know, with some tiny jeweler screwdrivers you could probably sort of slip one down in front of each of these tabs and then maybe prise it off. In the end I found that I didn't need to do that. What I did was I utilised this little hole in the top, which obviously leads to the mechanism, and through that I squirted some contact cleaner. This is Servicol, but you can get Deoxit and lots of other good things. I just squirted, I put a tube on the nozzle which came with it and squirted a liberal amount inside that little hole, and then worked the switch mechanism a few times, and hey ho, that did the job. I plugged this back in without putting anything back, and it works perfectly. So it's obviously been a build-up of crud, oxide, God knows what, on the switch that has caused that to fail. So then you just need to put it back. So you push this back in the housing, so that clips in, I'm sure you heard it, and then that connector there goes in the back one and clips in. Now if I put the key in, you can hear him, probably see that we now have wash at the rear. So that was the problem, just crap on the switch. So what we need to now do is feed the front cowling in, and you kind of need to put the back in first and then it'll drop down. There you go, and that's in position. The switch thing the key thing can't go until you get the bottom on. You need to feed the bottom cowling in. Let me take the key out. You need to feed this up over the key like that, and then get it in position on this side, and then start putting the screws back in. So get the front two, so there's one down here, one down here, and generally clip this all together. You might need to give it a little bit of a tap to make because this has got little tabs all the way around, so you want those tabs to meet, so you might have to give it a bit of a squeeze, and then just put the screw in the back one, that's the long one, and job done. So that was a lucky escape really. That could have been a dead motor. I knew it wasn't because the front ones were working, and that after looking in the book there's only one motor, so one pump effectively, so it had to be the switch. I suppose the worst case scenario is that the switch had failed catastrophically and that you would have to buy this arm thing. I don't know how much they are new, probably quite expensive, but you could probably get one from a breaker's yard. Anyway, that was it. Nice short and sweet one, and if you get the same issue, I hope cleaning the switch fixes it for you like it did for me. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and all that other good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.